Hello all. I was just sitting outside and I was watching this channel reading. It was a crime reading for entertainment purposes only, by Be Still and Know. I follow her. She's been very much a part of my spiritual awakening and my ascension. She's extremely knowledgeable outside of this world when it comes to anything and everything, really. She inspires me, no doubt. But it's crazy. I was watching it and there was like 2 or 3 bats flying over me. And then the first star came out during the reading, and it was an intense reading. And I resonated with a lot of it. Particularly the nurse practitioners portion of it, and the underground plot twist, upper class. It's just also heavy. It really is. I just don't, although I know it, like I know it all exists around me and I know what's waged against me and where it stems from, but it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that, and it's on a very, very big level. And for me personally, given the severity of the weight, I choose to try to walk as close as I can to not really thinking too much about it and allowing it to play out how God sees fit when it comes to everything that's been waged against me and done to me. And the magnitude. The biggest thing, and I've made this abundantly clear, is my son. Big no-no there. Big no-no. And I feel as though the connection between us is rebuilding. And that in itself is a prayer answered, you know. This little community of mine is a very interesting community, to say the least. To say the least. Born and raised here, and the magnitude of the grossness inside my community and the involvement and the lengths is outside of this world. Born and raised. My family has been here. My mom was brought over here when she was adopted 2 weeks old. And not only myself, but my family's been exploited in many, many ways. Many ways outside of this world. And shame on my community and all those involved in it for what you've done. For what you've done. All for money, greed, and power. That's it. Literally. That is it. So I hope you sleep well tonight. I really do. I hope you sleep well, because I know what you did. I know what you're doing. I know who all's involved. I just choose not to walk it the way you do. I have a conscience. I have a soul, and that means more to me than money, power, greed, status quo, fitting in with the Joneses. I'm going to take a hard pass. Hard pass on that one. So, that said, if you see me out and about flying, like I see everybody else, and you wonder how I walk the way that I walk and I talk the way that I do, because I didn't do the things you did. That's why. That is why. And I don't know why you question that. It's pretty freaking obvious. It's blatantly obvious. Blatantly obvious. There's nothing outside of that. That is the facts facting. Because so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so is a part of so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And it's got so-and-so titles and so-and-so labels and a part of so-and-so groups and so-and-so's money. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. you know? And it's just one of those things. It's one of those things. But I was feeling heavy after that reading, and I came in my room and I was sitting and I was looking at my calendar because I redid my calendar today. And I was, save me, save you. God's got me. That's what I think. Like, if I save other people, if I save my son, if I save the humanity and mankind in the best way that I can, then that saves me. Is the way I see it. That's the way I view the world. And it helps me. And also knowing that God's got me. God's got me. That's why I walk fearless. I walk boldly. Right? And I'm often, like, I constantly remind myself in inner dialogue of that all day, every day. All day, every day. I was just more mesmerized by the bats and the first star. But then I open up my book to today's reading. Deep within us is the desire for more of Jesus. And when I say Jesus, the Most High, Source, Spirit, the Divine, God, like, it all, take away with what resonates. However it resonates with you, right? Like, I have an intimate relationship with all of them that reside within me, and I have the way that I walk, and I carry it. And that's how it works for me in my spiritual path, in my spirituality, and how I move. Our hearts burn with longing to be close to Him. Just one touch from Him and our hearts melt with a desire to know Him as He really is. To know Him as He really is. Once you become intimately connected with Jesus and you get that, like, that touch and that, like, constant communion, you want nothing outside of that. That in itself is enough essence in life. And I say Jesus, the Divine, God, the Most High, Source, Spirit. We have come to a place of an insatiable hunger for His presence. This is one of the most desirable places for every believer, to know the nearness of His love, yet recognize our need for more of His love. To believe His longs for our company, our affection, our partnership leaves us utterly undone. We are those with burning hearts. For us, there's no turning back to the trivial pursuits of the flesh. And that's what really spoke to me. For us, there's no turning back to the trivial pursuits of the flesh. Nothing else will satisfy. We've fallen in love with the lover of our soul. When you fall in love with the lover of your soul, you don't burn or yearn for anything outside of that. And the lover of your soul, I say, the Holy Spirit, God, Jesus, your higher self. Your higher self walks along with God, the Most High, the Divine. And so when you become fully immersed and in love with your soul that you walk with, hand in hand, with Jesus, God, the Most High, Spirit, nothing of flesh matters. You just don't yearn for it. It doesn't resonate with you anymore. And I hope this video resonates, but for me, that's how it operates. That's how it operates. And that's what helps me get through my days. And my chaos. And the storms, and bringing peace, and being authentically myself. And unapologetically. No matter what the narratives are, I've come to terms with them. It's okay. It's okay. I've come to terms with the narratives. I've come to terms with the copycats. I've come to terms with the group chats. I've come to terms with the fake pages. I've come to terms with the monetizing. I've come to terms with the blockages. I've come to terms with the psychological and spiritual warfare. I've come to terms with it, like everything. I've come to terms with it. I'm at peace with it. And so it doesn't affect me because I've come to terms with it. By the grace of God. And Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and the Most High, and Source, and Universe, just like with the bats, and the first star, and all my birds flying with me, and nature, like, just all animals speak to me, even my dogs, and you can call me crazy, you can label me whatever, but I am who I am, and I'll wear the label.